Hello, my name is Vahry, and today I would like to share a story titled Crepe Louise. I hope you enjoy it. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Louise. She lived inside of this beautiful caravan on top of a beautiful yellow hill. She loved her home. In the spring, it smelled like bees. And in the summer, she can hear the frogs singing while the sun rose and set. And in the winter, she would have a delicious hot chocolate and wrap herself inside of this warm blanket. And in the autumn, she would hunt for chestnut and a mushroom and jump around the leaves with her gumboots. And all year long, Louis' mother loved to bake bread. However, they could not put the oven inside of the vent, so they make one just next to it. Her mother called this oven as the magic oven because every bread that she made with this oven always tastes so good. Louis' mother loved to make any kind of bread. She would measure the ingredients and then kneaded the dough and then shaped it into rolls. And Louise loved watching her mom do this, and sometimes she would even help and get her hands all dusty from the flour and then smelling their beautiful and delicious creation. One day, Louis' mother went out and say, "Louis, honey, I'm going to buy some butter, okay? Don't go near the oven." And Louis thought that her mother didn't want her to go near the oven because the oven was too hot. But she didn't realize that her mother said that because the oven is magical. She thought to herself that she wouldn't touch any dough in the kitchen. But she can't help herself to go look into the kitchen and see what her mom has made. And then, when she enters the kitchen, she saw this beautiful many of rolls of dough on top of the table, and she couldn't help herself to just take one and taste it. And she did it. She take one, she bite it, she chewed it, she chewed it, and she chewed it, and then suddenly something shocking happened. She shrank. Now, Louis was very little, like very little. Even an egg is bigger than her. However, with that size so small and that room so big, she's so curious to explore them. And then she saw a puff of flour in the distance and she ran to it, and then she started to make a sand fairy on top of it, and she would jump around and she scream and shout, and she's so happy to explore this beautiful room. Until just at that moment, she saw another head peeping over the edge of the bowl. Louis gasped and asked, "Who are you?" And then the girl said, I'm Suzette." And then the girl started to explain, I used to be a dragonfly and I accidentally went to this room and I look so strange. I mean, my wings are gone, and I have 2 legs instead of 5, and my eyes are 2 instead of 5. I look like a monster. And then Suzette started to cry. And then Louis started to feel sad and hug her. And then Louis said to her, I mean, you look like a normal girl to me. I mean, you look a little small, but it's okay. But if you prefer to be a dragonfly, it is also okay because I believe being a dragonfly is really exciting, right? Like, it must have been so fun to fly around. And then Suzette nodded her head and started to wipe her tears away. And in an attempt to make Suzette happy, Louis asked, I believe my mom can help to fix this when she comes back home, but in the meantime, what is the one thing that you really want to try, but you cannot because you were a dragonfly? And Suzette said, I really want to try crepes with hot chocolate and then honey. It's really delicious. And then Louis get a great idea. Let's make it. And then Louise and Suzette took all the eggs around her and all the flour and every ingredient in her distance and started to pour it all inside of a bowl. And then both of them start to mix it, stir it with their hands, and mix it together with their hands. And it's so fun. But then, Louis' mother came home. And that is a lucky thing, because it is very dangerous for a kid to be near an oven, especially a magic oven. Louis' mother was surprised seeing that everything was a mess in the kitchen. And then, she heard a laughing voice from inside of the bowl. What is that? So Louis' mother walked near the bowl, and then she looked down and she saw her daughter Louis. Her daughter is so small. And then her mother asked, "Louis, what happened, dear?" And then Louis explained that she just took one bite of her dough and she started to be small. And then Suzette was blushing, and her mother realized that Suzette has taken the dough too. So, her mother decided to do one thing that can fix any problem in the world. Her mother kissed Louis and also Suzette. And in an instant, Suzette and Louis start to become a human again. They become normal. And then, Suzette, Louis, and her mother continue making the crepes. And after that, when the crepe is finished, they all decided to taste the crepes. And they're all so happy and laughing, and then the smell of the crepes was really delicious, and they all lived happily ever after. Thank you.